Hey guys, welcome to another lesson of Pro Teacher Do. Today I have with me Steph and Doxy.
Hello.
And today we're going over, in a bit funny thing, since my last video I went over Ronin with my friend Alex. I'm going over one that was within that same similar time frame, Camelot 3000.
Ooh.
Yep, one of the first. Yep, one of the first maxi series. I mean, it says right there, 1982, a few years before Crisis. This was, and they decided to treat this like almost like television, almost, which was where the original maxi series phrase came from. This was the first comic book maxi series of 12 issues, and it follows the lore of King Arthur, but it decides to do they say that Arthur would return when at Britain's time of need. What if that day ever came?
Okay.
So let's open up. This is done by Mike W. Barr, with art by the ever awesome Brian the Killing Joke Bolin. The past and future king. Now, to make this clear, even though it's set in the year 3000, it's going to be one of those where you're like, really that far ahead?
Yeah, where it's like laser ships and light.
But it's not that far in the future. It doesn't feel like that far in the future.
Right.
This is the way the world ends, wrote the poet T.S. Eliot, not with a bang but a whimper. The citizen of London, England, the year 3000 would have certainly preferred the whimper to the bang. But the invaders don't give them any chance. Over here, Pop! Jump! There you go, you're safe now. Safe. Don't you believe it, lad? We may not be dead yet, but we sure ain't safe. True enough, though I guess it's just a matter of time. The stinking aliens aren't taking prisoners. I hear they're just killing us wholesale. And they've got the whole city cordoned off. No chance to escape. Lord, what I wouldn't give to be out of here. And on the way to France to join the resistance. And careful, Tom. I don't want to die at the hands of the aliens or in an accident. Don't worry, Dad. We'll make the channel by morning, and then we can leave England for good. Hey, cut it out, Mom. I didn't mean it that way. We'll be back, Ed. I know you didn't mean it, Thomas, but I think you're right all the same. We'll never see our home again. Tom, what's that light? I see it, Dad. Brace yourself. Damn. Oh, and his parents get blown up.
Oh, damn.
To an objective observer,
it's pretty crazy too.
Yep, it is obvious that young Tom could not possibly have saved his parents' lives. But until he himself acknowledges this truth, he will run and run and run. Glansbury Tor, for aeons, a region sick-swad in magic and mystery. Yet the people of the year 3000 don't much believe in magic. And the only mystery in Tom's mind is whether he'll survive the night. And dig personnel only provide a vocal identification. Pratense Thomas, junior member of DIG. Almost forgot we came by a Glassberry for a reason. Figured we hide out here if the blood aliens got too sick. I can lay low for days if I have to. I just hope they didn't see me coming in here. At that moment in Paris, France, emergency refugee flight from England now arriving. All doctors at gate 12, please. Please. And make sure they're all they're all fed and clothed, Miss Laurer. Oui, Monsieur and Fertel, but we have not been able to find housing for them. How fortunate then that I'll be spending the night at my estate. They may stay at my townhouse indefinitely. We and Fertel, and thank you. Lodging, medicine, transportation, all necessary, yet all treating a symptom, not the disease. Across the channel, aliens are establishing a base for God knows what purpose in England. And all the matchless wealth of Jules and Petrelli can do is help the victims. We cannot attack. Their weapons make ours look like toys. I'm the richest man in the world, and I am useless. Useless! Somewhere there must be someone who can help us, but who and how? Excellent question. Those Jules Petrelli has no way of knowing it are about to be answered. Never got the chance to survive and to finish surveying these tunnels so they could build housing here. And now I guess I never will. What was that? They're after me. I gotta settle down. That's what. Take it slow and steady. I know these tunnels like I know my own face. I can lose them and come up miles from here. No way they can find me. Maybe I don't know my own face as well as I saw it. I could have sworn I knew every mile of this hall, but I'm lost. Better retrace my steps and... They found me! No! Can't let him get me! I won't! Ow! Stupid place to put a rock. Well, the old pro bar ought to clear it out and no... No, it can't be. Here lies buried the renowned King Arthur, once and future king. Just my round luck. I find something historically important when I'm running for my life. Well, whoever's buried here, all he's doing now is blocking my way, so... Yo! Well, at least I got part of that thing cleared away. Maybe I can... How long? How long have and how many nights has slept Arthur Pendragon, King of Britain, Lord of the Roman Empire? Oh, wow. Listen, mister, whoever you are, we got to get out of here. Fast! What is this place? It be not Avalon, but then where? This guy not only thinks he's King Arthur, but he even speaks the language. Good thing I understand it. I'll explain later, your highness. But right now, look out! By the Grail! Take cover, lad. You are obviously unsuited to war. You got it? My lord, both the weapon and the foes are passing strange in this land. But it appears the outcome of a meeting twine metal and flesh is the same. Away with that weird torch! Away with it, I say! Or better, if ye so dearly wish to see it rend flesh, then give it to me, and I shall grant thy boon, though not in the matter ye intended. I am sore tempted to keep this weapon, and why not? His owner has no further use for it. That was amazing! Amazing? No, lad. The dimmest squire of the Table Round could easily vanquish such foes as these. But tell me now, what place and time is this? Well, we're under Gibraltar and Glastonbury Tor, and it's the year 3000. The year 3000, ye say? But by Jesus, I slept for somewhat longer than I thought, but it seems to have served its purpose, for the wound given to me by the evil Mordred is healed. In the Battle of Salisbury down? What? Then my mentor did not fail me. He said the world would know of King Arthur and the Table Round. I must find him, lad. Could you come with me? I'll need a squire in this strange era. I'm sorry, your Majesty, I can't. As you will, then, lad. But know you have performed a service I shall never forget. No, I can't go with him. I gotta get to France. But why? Mom and Dad are dead now, and I especially wanted to see them safe. Got no friends or relatives in France. Besides, it's a long way to the coast, and there's no telling how many of these blokes are lurking about. I don't for a minute believe he's who he says he is, but he sure can deal with the aliens. Wait a minute, Your Majesty. I'm coming with you. Splendid, lad, but no need to stand on ceremony. You may call me King Arthur. I forgot. They might have guards out here. And how are we going to get around them, King Arthur? Simply put, lad, we're not! Damn! Ah! Come on, King Arthur. We better get out of here before a lot more of them show up. You echo my thoughts to the letter, lad, but what? Should we not torch this strange dwelling? It may hide more enemies. Not much chance of that. Anyone inside it would have taken it up and tried to knock us off from the air. Now can we please go? Do I take thy words correctly? Does this structure fly? Well, yeah, but then our conundrum is solved, lad. We shall harness this vehicle. Can you guide her? Let's have a look. And so, it appears to be a kind of short-range ship, so it's fairly simple. Indeed? Yeah, the red levers for takeoffs, and the grid here guides the ship to whatever destination you set it for. In that case, lad, let us away! But I don't even know where we're going. But I do. Where? To the stone, and why to Stonehenge, lad? To find Merlin. Oh, fine! Somewhere in North America, UED ships on Ion Cloud to HQ. Aliens have barely damaged us. We'll commence emergency. No, bail out, blast it, bail out! That captain was a rank amateur. I should have been there. And what purpose would that serve, Commander Action? And none at all. But we'd be minus our commanding officer now, instead of Captain Weaver. And to be honest, we can't afford to lose you. Thank you, General. But the Ironclad was our last warship. And I submit that unless we find a way to defeat those aliens soon, it won't matter which of us are alive or dead, because the planet Earth will be in chains. I've got my doubts about this guy, but it all seems so right. Why so quiet, lad? In truth, I had hoped you would tell me tales of this odd new world I have awakened in. That's just what I was thinking, King Arthur. The legend said you returned when England needed you most. Be this the time? Well, England sure needs something right now, and so does the rest of the world. Our cities are nothing but layer after layer of stones and apartments because the population's so large, there's barely enough food or water to go around, and not nearly enough hope. You see, centuries ago, every country in the world voted to end all exploration of space. They said the money would be put to better use on Earth. Maybe, but they didn't realize that the space program gave people a sense of belonging to the universe. Instead of reaching out, they just turned in. So when we finally discovered these aliens were coming, we couldn't deal with it. And when they proved to be hostile, we had no way to defend ourselves. By the Grail, just most unseemly that the people of England could be so conquered. We must, on the board, boy, yonder tiny star flashes, and 'twould seem we have reached our destination, lad. Stonehenge! Stonehenge, the town pretends, and the name, like the place itself, seems archaic, out of place in the year 3000. Then he glances at the tall, proud figure strides beside him, a man who seems to belong here, and he knows which of them is truly misplaced. You told me, boy, that all open space was being rapidly gobbled up for housing by your infernal machines. How is it then that Stonehenge still stands? Yeah, well, they tried to tear it down, all right, but all the machinery just stopped working somehow. And when they brought in workers, well, they all got sick, though the doctors never could figure out why. Eventually, they decided to let it stand. Forgive me, boy. I laughed not at you, but at your tale. Merlin vowed that no power in these heaven would ever topple his handiwork. And he spoke true. You mean Merlin built this? Of course, boy. What better place to find my mentor than at the place of his imprisonment? Now stand you back. Merlin, if you hear my words, then heed them. Appear now before thy student, who is now thy king. At first, the words only fall into a pit of silence. And then, a wind. I wish not to speak to elementals, to weather spirits, but to thy maker. Where is Merlin? Go back to thy grave, be tender to the throne. Rule the dead. No! England needs ye not, usurper. Go away. No! I am Arthur Pendragon, son of Uther and king of England, and I will not be denied. You have been heard, Arthur, son of Uther, and answered by Merlin, son of the devil. Merlin, how dare your elementals mock me as they did? You may be my mentor, but I am still thy king. Calm down, Arthur. I knew what I was doing. Specifically, I was baiting you so you would free me. I couldn't break the enchantment cast upon me by that skeeving witch, Nineveh, at least not alone. But by combining our forces, I am free. You did well, Arthur. Now let's have a look at that wound. Yes, it's healed quite nicely, as I knew it would. Merlin, this is Tom. Yes, Tom, I know who he is, Arthur. Who do you think arranged for him to find you? We must be about your mission. Do you know what that is? I assume it. No, not really. You must again unite bickering nations under your rule, Arthur, as you did before. Unite them against a common foe. Yes, but for such a task, I need my blade, Merlin. I sorely need Excalibur. Of course, and you shall have it. Hey, what's... When a severely overpopulated world needs power to process food, to dispose of waste, all other considerations are secondary, which is why a nuclear facility took priority over a forest, and why the invaders also deem it important. Going on. Here, Merlin, I shall find Excalibur here. It was into these waters that one of your knights cast it, at your bidding. Oh, hold on. Drop my phone. Oh boy, every time I drop my phone, I'm always worried the screen's going to crack.
Is it an apple?
I mean, that's a genuine concern.
Yeah, you should be okay as long as it's like from your lap.
And it's on a case, but anyway, and it is here that it remains. Holy, there's aliens here! Arthur, tell your pet to be silent. They cannot see us. Pet! Hush, lad. Merlin is rude, but correct. Lady of the lake, ye who have kept Excalibur for lo these many years, hear me. Merlin, who forced it, and Arthur, who wielded it, ask that it return. Return! Return! Merlin, you did it! You doubted? And come to me, Excalibur. We shall unite the world. Come to me. What? Merlin, it's gone! Why, so it is, isn't it? Don't play games with me, Merlin. That blade and I are one. Where is it? You shall know soon enough, son of Uther, and so shall the Knights of the Round Table as well. The United Nations building, New York City, even in the year 3000, a place where world leaders meet to discuss crises. We're being invaded by foreigners from space, and all they do is talk. Why don't they do something? And think they are, and they think they are, lady. And in a dramatic surge of unity, the General Assembly has voted 912-0 to bitterly censure the invading alien. Of course, since the last UN envoy to the aliens was disintegrated, there is some debate over who will deliver the. Wait just a minute. There's some kind of disturbance on the assembly floor. The whole plate is shaking as if in an earthquake. A huge slab of rock is thrusting its way up through the council floor. I don't know what. My God! So, how is that for the start?
It's
Go ahead.
good. I was just gonna say that's a good start, though.
I like
that.
it.
It kind of builds up
the
to
artwork.
it and then just freezes right in the middle of an event.
I didn't like that the sword was so overtly a cross. It looks like a cross to me.
Well, to be
Sure.
fair, when you look at his sword and its hilt, what else does it look like?
That's what
Well,
it
yeah, I
is.
know, but it was like so perfectly like a. What was that? The meme you saw today was Misty and Ghastly.
Oh
That's
my God!
what it looked like.
That was hilarious.
Oh yeah! I'm like, oh, what am I, some kind of vampire?
Yes. We were looking for memes today.
But what do you think about the writing so far?
I like it a little bit, but it's definitely very
Old-fashioned?
wordy.
I would go with the old. It's like, oh, I speak in such different ways, but you don't, bro.
Right.
Well,
Nobody
but
needs
that's
a
natural.
dictionary.
But that's natural, though.
Yeah.
I get it. It was just funny.
It's like, oh, good thing I speak their language, and then it's literally just English.
It's just English
Yeah.
with a
It's
couple
just English,
ye's.
bro. It's not like you're speaking a different language
Right.
altogether.
Yep. So basically, I'm not going to read every bit of dialogue. You know me, I just do that usually for the first issue.
Yeah.
So they're wondering about what's going on here. And there's the message. Who's pulleth out this sword of the stone is right and rightfully king born of all Britain. And sure enough, people are coming, wondering what's going on. And then you have these Neo-men, these mass-produced soldiers are coming in, fighting their way, knocking all these civilians out of the way. Yeah, criminal dissidents and undesirables, genetically changed to loyal, virtual, brainless servants of the power that be. Hated by the infantry they once belonged to, the Neo-men are the perfect enforcement of an administration that likes things nice and quiet. Of course, trivialities like initiative and value judgment are sacrificed for such mindless allegiance. But isn't that a small price to pay? No! Unhand her, monster! And Arthur Peredragon, King of Britain, Lord of the Roman Empire, commands you. Arthur, I didn't transport you here so you could perform for the crowds. Be silent, Merlin! I will not stand by and see an innocent harm, not while I live. But by Jesus, this behemoth is swift as he is large. This shall be sport. And everyone's like, they see the story, like, oh my, as he takes him down, the guy down. Everyone's watching all of this.
Right.
Okay, making a public display of this.
Yeah, the
guy.
TV, the camera's like a little
Right.
robot.
Oh, I love it. Why would I converse with one who sticks a sausage in my face? Away with you! Well, look, it would. Oh, don't go like. How about you, old timer? Who are? Oh, hush! Yeah!
He turns it into a snake. That's great. I love that.
But yep, of course, Arthur walks up there and pulls the sword right out. But when it does, all these energy balls fly out, which are souls. And with Merlin's guidance, they are to head out and basically go to where they are but destined to be reborn as the new Knights of the Round Table.
Huh. Okay. That's
including
cool.
Captain Joan Action is Guinevere.
Oh shit. That's
Yep, and
cool.
she goes right to sleep, but then suddenly sleep is banished. For the first time in her current life, Joan Action remembers. Imperfectly remembers images she knows she has never seen, images whose full meaning eludes her, minnows darting through a closing fist. They're important. She knows that much. If only she could remember. And look, they're in the disguises. I'm sorry, but I'll need to see some identification before I can meet you. I've already shown you our identification guard. Yes, you have. And you're going to let us in, aren't you? Yes, I am. Well done, Merlin. But I understand not why we're here. I've told you, Arthur. I've sensed interference on my spell back in that awful common hall. I must correct that. Here we are. Door locked, of course. But that's less trouble than these bothersome costumes here. No, don't bother me with details. God praise, it cannot be, but it is. Just get out of here now. Guinevere, you too have survived fate. This is, all right, that does it. I'm calling security. Not when I paralyze your vocal cords, Commander Action. Merlin, did she sleep these many years as I? Why does she not recognize me? She did not sleep all this time, Arthur. She's a reincarnate. Her soul is being reborn in another body. And I, like resolving a pair of boots. Theology was never your strong point, was it? At any rate, she does not recognize us. I don't like resoling a pair of boots.
I know, right?
Theology was never your strong point, was it? At any rate, she does not recognize us because my spell went awry due to that interference. Your spell would awaken her memory then? Hey, exactly. But now I must try a stronger spell, a more dangerous one. Nay, Merlin, certainly imagines that your province, but with the heart of Guinevere's is Arthur. Arthur, no, you cannot see where I failed. And for a time, it looks as though the sorcerer speaks true. But then, sure enough, well, pulls her into a kiss, but that does it.
Of course.
Arthur, my king, Guinevere, my queen. But if you unleash 7 bolts, Merlin, then shouldn't other reincarnations also have trouble regaining their memories? Your Majesty parallels my thoughts precisely. We must now depart to meet the second of the Round Table Knights, Sir Lancelot. I'll accompany you then, Merlin. Your fight is mine, after all. Of course, you know about the lore, right?
I mean, some of
about Guinevere and Lancelot?
And the graping?
Well, they don't go that far. They go with an affair.
Okay.
Well,
I thought it was...
Oh, no, some version it is. Other versions it's just an affair. But there's another one who did abuse women and gets a something karmic for their action. But it wasn't Lancelot.
Okay. So.
And sure enough, Lancelot was that rich guy.
I want Arthur to go around kissing all of the Knights of the Round Table.
It only worked for Guinevere because of their love.
They all have a type of love.
Right.
Oh, look, the new Camelot.
Oh, shoot. Why is that?
Floating city.
That's funny.
But Merlin is such a wondrous place already spoken for. Intruders yield. Actually, yes, yield. But my lord, no challenge was given. No violence done. May we not? Subjects will not yield. Must subdue. Damn. So basically, this is his estate. Lancelot's estate. And now it's the new Camelot.
That's funny.
Damn.
King Arthur, my lord and my liege.
Kissing.
Kneel, you who were once Julie's Petrelle, and rise, Sir Lancelot, Knight of the Round Table. It's good to see you, my king. You are unchanged, though the world is not. 'Tis different, true, but there are foes to fight, battles to win, and friends to love, Lancelot. That much is still true. I'm Tom and Pretense. It's an honor, Mr. Petrelle. If you are the one who freed King Arthur, the honor is mine. but please call me Lancelot. And of course, because they remember the love triangle, Morgan. And how fortunate for me, Arthur's uncertainty destroyed the first Camelot. And if I know my half-brother, the second shall fall the same way. But if Morgan the Fae can give it a push, so much the better.
She's still alive, though? Like,
well,
really?
Her magic!
She was a witch, yeah.
Still, though.
It's always a Morgan.
We get more explanations to how she survived.
Okay.
Lancelot looks like Danny Zuko in Grease.
Yeah.
He really does.
Might have been an influence.
Might have.
Right.
Oh, Punisher-esque, too.
List Arthur Pendragon, son of Uther. Fully a day has lapsed since any knights have swelled your rank. This can bode only ill for your cause, and for this world you call home. And so by heavens, let us do more than talk. He knows little of heaven, my king. Remember, he's the devil's son. Arthur, tell Lancelot to stop being a fool. And then he summarized about all this, and then turns out Morgan is behind the alien invasion.
Mm-hmm.
Of course. That's
Twice now you're his enemy, Merlin. Who is he? Wrong pronoun, Arthur, dear. But it probably hasn't crossed your limited brain that if you can return from a sleep of centuries, so may have your sweet half-sister, Morgan Le Fay. I am aware that we are nearly within range of Earth's sensors, Lieutenant. No, I do not wish to conceal the nature of our craft from the Earthling. We agreed that would be left up to me. As for the destruction of Earth defenses, would be left up to you. Yes, it goes very well, but I have warned you, Lieutenant. Never approach me without permission.
Bitch.
Yeah.
Tell them to, but yeah, we see Guinevere and Lancelot meet up, and it's like, I told you, Lance, it can't be like it was before. No, it can be better. Lance, they're already feeling it.
Of course.
That's funny.
They're just picking up where they left off.
Basically.
It's gonna be a problem, just like it was before.
That's just like Morgan said.
Exactly. It's gonna end the same fucking way.
Yep, but there's always time for a re-election. That which I wouldn't and would, I do not, said St. Paul, and that which I would not, I do constantly. Lancelot understands. And Commander Joan Action's personal life was under control and always subordinate to her profession. Queen Guinevere's is not. The crown is deceptively heavy, and he sometimes thinks he would be giving anything to lay it down. But someone must bear it, and King Arthur Pendragon is the chosen. His new friends are strange, and he is unsure if they are Earth's saviors or a group of madmen. But Tom Pretense has lost one family, and he will not easily abandon another. And Merlin, who knows? Arthur, tell them each one to take one of these talismans, which will awaken your knight's slumbering memories. But only 4? Merlin, my knights did once number over 100. That was then, Arthur. Now 6 knights are all the fates allow. Well, that was also because they could, and that would have been too much for ball in the draw.
Oh,
Yeah.
Of course. You think
originally they were going to go with 12. Originally they were going to go with 12, but it was like, how about 6? All right, 6.
Well, it should have been 12.
I like Lancelot's fit. He looks really cool.
He does.
But yeah, but again, basically they say, fate won't allow anything more than 6.
Yeah.
It's easier than
who am I
explaining
going
it all.
with? You must face this quest alone, Tom, but worry not, for you freed me from my sleep, and you can easily waken another. Okay, King Arthur, if you say so. If you're through jabbering with your pets, Arthur, hold, Merlin, will your spell of transport also return us? If you succeed. So we see this one guy running, and it's Lord J, and his brother. Or K, Lord K.
Okay.
That's Arthur's brother.
Yeah.
Action is following one of them, who's Percival, who ends up becoming one of the Neo-Men.
Oh, shoot.
But he's able to fight through it. We then also see in Japan one of them who ends up being Galahad.
Oh,
Nice.
wow, okay, that's cool.
Yep.
That's
and
pretty
yeah, he was
crazy.
he was ready to commit seppuku until he remember that was Lancelot's son.
Right.
Of all the knights reincarnated.
He was about to be killing himself or unaliving himself.
Right.
All right.
Yeah, I would, we had met sooner, Father, for my other commands me to die. My God commands you to live, Galahad, and fight as a knight of the round table. Why else would you be here now? I would join you, Father, for now. And for all of our quests, Galahad, perhaps. We only see this young family and everything, and it turns out they're do they say who it is? No, they don't say who it is yet. Oh, but then here's one. They're trying to find Lord Tristan.
Tristan.
And so of course, Tom thinks it's the big guy. It's not. It's her.
Oh, shoot. That's great.
Yes, it's the karma for abusing women in his other life.
That's crazy.
That's
And
funny.
this is where they go with trans allegories. It's intentional. They're intended putting up as trans.
Oh wow, okay.
A man who's in a woman's body who desires to be back, who's questioning themselves.
Right. Desires to be back in a male's body.
But comes to accept being a woman. And sure enough, helps him out, and then she cuts her hair off symbolically, which does give a bit of a more masculine look.
Of course.
Still good looking as hell, though, with that red hair. Very Bowie-esque. I like that.
Bowie.
Look, she looks very,
Bowie-esque.
more feminine Bowie. I mean,
Bowie.
Yep.
I like it.
Yep, of course. She's just laughing. You'll not find who for a time, but you'll know what very soon.
I love that with her laughing. I think that's really. I just love where they place the wrinkles and the shading. It looks really good.
Oh, but yeah, they find the aliens come from a 10th planet.
What the hell?
Yeah, this was in the 80s, so of course, remember they thought there was a mysterious 10th planet.
Yep.
That's too funny.
Gotta love it.
But see what I mean, though? They're already going with something that you could never have done, especially in the 80s.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I like it. Well, especially with something like
That's
Camelot,
yeah,
especially
exactly.
something like the Knights of the Round Table. This is already a very cemented thing. People love very much, whether it's in comics or not.
Exactly what I was gonna say. This
Everything
is
has
a pre-cemented brand.
Yeah.
Charmed, Supernat, like all the shows we really like and watch that are like on that vibe. They all do like a Camelot Lady in the Lake episode.
Yes. Oh,
You know, like it's such a heavily cemented thing.
It's like a cliched thing that they all.
But what do you see about this? The fact that, for example, with Lancelot and Guinevere, they're just picking up where they left off, even though they know it's for the worst.
They know exactly where it's going to land them. Like they've already been through it, but they're going to try again, and they're going to go through the same.
And Arthur has been heartbroken already.
Exactly. Like, and he's going to end up putting himself and everybody else through the exact same thing they already went through that put them in the whole predicament they were already in.
Yep. Of course, everyone is praising the king. The king is here.
Right. The king is back. It's a party until they realize he's doing the same dumb
Well, they don't know that, but they don't know that part.
Yeah,
they don't know
that yet. They will.
Yep. Oh, we get, for example, President Marx, who's clearly an allegory for Reagan at the time. We get the different rulers of the world, and they're wondering, do they accept it? And then we got the Jordan Matthews, who's the UN Security Director, and boy, look at that smile!
Yeah, he's a psycho.
He looks like why can't I think of the guy's name? A little like Ollie North. Like when they do Ollie North cartoons.
Yeah, of course, they're all in agreement that they do not want Arthur ruining everything, so they want him gone. So Jordan's going to be going after him. But yeah, he presents the new round table. Look at that, the new round table.
Okay.
You should have done a square.
Oh, and that was the black guy was Sir Gawain.
Gawain?
Gawain, yeah, Gawain.
Okay. Yep,
I can't pronounce it.
Yep, Sir Kay and Sir So yeah, you have Tristan, Lancelot, Gawain, Kay, and Galahad, and Percival.
Nice.
I like them all.
They got
Triss
the good
is-
choices.
Triss is my favorite.
They did make the better choices.
Yep,
Like
I love it.
Galahad was one of the best choices you could have made for that.
Yep, I love it. I will serve you in this life as I did the last. Such is the pledge of Sir Tristan. Thank you, Lady Tristan. Sir Tristan, sire, if you please.
I love it.
It's got to correct him real quick.
Oh, gee, by God, serving with a woman is bad enough, but I'll not treat a Neo-man as my equal. In fact, the only thing I will treat him is the point of my... Thank you, Sir Percival, for teaching this blowhard a lesson he needs in any life. Oh!
Right, finish that sentence, homie. Finish that sentence.
Yep. Seriously, Kay, you really went there? But the other thing, Tom is falling for her, for Amber, for the meeting Tristan.
So he's a Neo dude, but and got out of it, but stayed.
But here's the thing now. Percival is also, if I remember right, had a connection to Jesus in some versions.
Right.
But because of that, and it's clearly God wanted to give Tristan karma. Because both of those are ready to God, there's nothing Merlin can do to fix them. Either of them.
Because they were like direct crusaders for Christ, basically.
Yeah, but I didn't realize his body stayed like that. Like usually it's like magically I'm a guy again.
Yeah. Nope.
He's still
because Merlin can't do it. Because Merlin can't fix him. He can't.
No,
I love it though. I really like that.
Yeah, they don't ever say that, but it's pretty clear.
It's clear,
Make it clear that he
because God is responsible for Tristan, and like I said, Percival's holy lineage. There's nothing Merlin can do.
I like that.
He's the Antichrist.
Right.
But yeah, everyone is so happy, and of course, basically, even though they're all acknowledging the triangle, they're still trying to keep it going.
Right.
Like, damn it, no. You think Lancelot would have learned his lesson after the first time, but no. He's falling in love with Queen Guinevere all over it again. And the round table falls with him as it did last time. That could doom the earth as well. So at least Tom's not an idiot.
Right, he knows. He knows what's going on.
Yep. Oh, and then there's Amber's his ex, and he's pissed. Because he thinks Tom was responsible.
Yeah.
Which technically he was, but not for the reason he thinks.
He wasn't though, because Merlin was responsible for all of it, technically.
True, but since he showed up, not Merlin, this guy Jackass is going to be blaming him.
Yeah, I'm just saying, in the beginning.
Of course, Matthews brings him up on board. Join me in a toast to another battle for truth and justice. For truth, for defeat, Arthur, should you hoist cups instead of swords. What? Speak not in riddles, Merlin. I know you disapprove of revelry, but I also disapprove of your death, Arthur. And that may transpire should these flying warriors siege New Camelot without alarms raised. My thanks, Merlin. You have done your part. Now come, my knights. We must do ours. This will be your baptism of fire, and by the Grail, may we all live to sing of it. Mm-hmm. But again, just this, like I said, the stuff with Tristan and just all this other stuff. Like the idea of even it's because of reincarnation, you have Galahad being Asian, but he's also the son of Lancelot.
Right.
Stuff like that. You're just like,
I'm like looking at this panel laughing, like, oh my God. And I get it. A lot of it is just the old school artwork to me. That's kind of funny, but it's also like, what a motley freaking bunch.
I love it.
It's great. Exactly. That's the point. It is great. Like they could have done such a worse job with this, but it actually does look really good.
Yeah.
It could have went sideways really freaking easily, but it still looks really good to me.
Yeah, they're being out of the box and kind of fun and bizarre and different and new agey without having to tell you they are.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But they're doing just enough without doing too much.
Right.
Yep. All right. You too, Tristan. Be careful. He thinks I'll be no good in battle. He'll learn. Watch it, Amber. Don't get careless trying to prove yourself. So yeah, Amber, Tristan's ex is flying, is leading in the attack. Commander Joan Action to Supreme HQ. Do you copy? Commander Action, we've been trying to raise you for hours, ma'am. Never mind that. Call off your attack on the Petrella estate. Do you hear? This is a direct order. Attack, Commander. Something's going haywire because we got no troops in action anywhere within 1,000 miles of your signal. Shall I send support? Negative. By the time it arrives, it'll be over, one way or the other. Disperse! Resistance is less than projected. That will change, marauders. Now! Troops, terminate resistance! You are serious, then? You would try to destroy us, your allies against the invading aliens? Well, perhaps leaving my family defenseless. And while perhaps leaving my family defenseless, you are more and more our enemies than anything. And my rapier shall treat you as such. Ah!
Okay. Alrighty.
Together, let's look at this action.
All right.
Now that's what I call aid from above.
Jesus,
Oh, look what Arthur does! Shink! And it goes.
Oh my
the
goodness.
idea that Excalibur could cut through an atom. It's that sharp.
It can cut through anything.
Yep. And jam. No, please, not you. Yes, Owen. Goodbye. Thanks, Amber. You saved my life, not your life. The life of one who shares my cause. And I've told you before, my name is Tristan. Over here, everyone. What is it, K? You make more noise than my lord. They see all the aliens where we thought our attacks were renegade soldiers. No, they were disguised as the aliens disguised as them. But it turns out Matthews is working with Morgan.
No way. Okay.
And now we're gonna find out what Morgan's been doing for the past 1,000 years.
The more villainous, the less clothes when it's a female.
Yep. Yeah. Yeah. Look at when Invisible Woman went evil.
Oh yeah.
Or when Jean Grey became, or when Madeline Pryor became the Goblin Queen.
Yeah.
The Goblin Queen.
That's too funny though. It always just cracks me up. Like I should know.
Yeah, but they're serving like yes, like we all do thank you, my king. Thank him for wasting time and useless reverie instead of seeking and slaying the alien invaders. I have no use for parting either, Galahad. I would rather visit my family in Johannesburg. Is my queen enjoying the wine? I am, Sir Kay. It is excellent. Good. And just look at how Kay is then messing with him. Like it's such an outfit, and it all becomes you, my lady. May I suggest something more suitable? What of your sex? Like that does it, Kay. You've been mocking me ever since we arrived here, but no longer. We'll have this out, Kay, with whatever weapon you choose. The problem with that, my lady, is that my knightly vows forbid me from fighting women. Why you? Wow, what a dick! What a dick!
Yeah, that was definitely a dick move.
Percival, let me, my sake, Sir Percival, for preventing a most improper conflict with two of my knights. Tristan, release him. Yes, sire. My thanks, my king, for seeing that only ale was spilled, and not my blood. But I have my duties, so by your leave, okay, we will talk. Now, again, she's just talking with him, and yeah, he's talking about everything that's going on. And, even the president of the U.S. is almost killed, but he's fine. I love that. Excuse me, boys and ma'am, gotta run. Time to put down another impeachment vote.
That's funny.
Oh, yeah. He feels her back, and then it turns out it's a price to be paid for her new magic.
Oh, of course there is. There
I
always
mean,
is a price
it should
to
be
pay
her
for
face.
magic.
It does.
We'll get there. We'll get there.
Oh, jeez.
But yeah, eventually we find out for her origin. Of course, her being the half sister and everything. How and she learned all the dark magics, and then how Merlin removed them from her, stripped her of her enhancement, forced to flee. So, like, how could one become more powerful than the devil's son? So one had to abandon all sorceries based on Satan, of course, and search for another source of mystic power. So she basically projected herself towards the 10th planet, where she enslaved everyone, taught them magic and science instead of magic, so then she can use the magic of this pool. But it turns out it had a price to pay for using the well.
Of course.
Good.
But as soon as she came back, time had passed.
That's so crazy.
That's so weird. But yeah, I mean, you would think time had passed. Obviously, I'm just saying, like,
well, she had to go through multiple generations to wean them away from the magic.
All right. Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, did she expect there to have not been any time that passed?
Well, it basically was more time had passed than she thought.
I gotcha. That makes sense, at least.
Yep. Well, okay. Enough, Kay. Artists and Kex are childish nicknames for children. We are men. And I ask you again, why do you so provoke my knights, especially Tristan? Tristan is one of my finest knights, Kay. But being reincarnated as a woman cannot be easy for him. Yet you continue. If I may interrupt, artist, would you glance at this monitor? You see, artist, Gawain and Galahad are arm wrestling. Yet earlier there, and Tristan is not with them. Blast! Will you yield? Nay! Gwen, would you find Tristan and make sure she's all right? I would, but no need to explain, Arthur. I'll be glad to. As I was saying, artist, yes, Kay, my knightly gifts are not those of bravery or strength, artist, only wit. Before my jape at Tristan, Gawain and Galahad were about to leave in anger. Each disillusion might end this new round table, so I draw them together by making them hate me. You draw the circle closer. But watch that it closes not around your own neck. Lady, Sir Tristan is good with a sword. No, I cannot say I agree with your strategy, but I also cannot say it does not work. Will you stay for some ale, Kex? Thank you, artist. But then Tristan approaches and asks about fixing them and having them fixed. And it's like, and that seemed like, we'll be straight to the point, Merlin. I've always been told you can do anything. And that seems to be the truth. And we were wondering if you could change us back. Percival's Neo-Man body's mutating even more, and I would serve the round table best as I did before. As a man. Well, Merlin, be gone! But you can't just be gone! Hello, Tristan. I didn't think you mind if you! They sent you to talk to me, didn't they? Tristan doesn't know her place. She isn't being a good girl. She'll listen to you. They said, you're both women. Tristan and I, when will you all learn? I'm not like any of you. Now please get out. Very well, Tristan. Tristan, will you yield? Nay. Guinevere? Oh, hello, Tom. Hello, Mr. Fitrelli. Lancelot, please. You excuse me, but just a minute, Lancelot. You may deck me for this. Yes. But I have to ask, why do you do it? Why do you chase Queen Guinevere when you know it may cause the downfall of New Camelot as it did the original? Tom, have you ever been in love? I don't know. Why? He has a photo of her! Arthur and I are very different, yet very much alike. We both love the same woman, yet we are both cursed. Arthur's kingdom may cost him his love. That's his curse. And my love may cost me my king. That's mine. We are the best of friends, Arthur and I, and one would give up anything for the other. Anything but her. Now do you understand? No? Well, perhaps you will. Until then, be as hard on me as you like. But judge not Guinevere too harshly. Hers is the heaviest burden of all. All right, look. I'm sorry if don't apologize, boy. You did what you thought was right for the table round. Such actions can never be wrong. Off with you now. Right. Merlin, what am I to do? They romance just as before. Not as before. What do you think?
Dress? Sorry, the dress, like the art right there, and then I have to say something because her hair goes into that dress, like she's wearing her hair or
It
something.
does.
It's
Except
so
her hair is
cool.
short. Well, yeah, but her hair is
Right,
short.
but
Remember?
it looks like it doesn't stop, is what I'm
Right.
saying.
You're right.
It
You're right. I
looks
love
like
it. I love
the
it.
artist did that purposefully. I love
Right.
that.
Oh, but I love it. You
On
are the
purpose.
king, yes, but she is not the queen. There has been no wedding. But Merlin, the mere taking of vows will not stop her adultery. Jesus knows her vows did not stop her before. Perhaps, but without the vows, there can be no adultery. Take things in their proper order, son of Uther. Make her your wife. Then take if an action if any is needed. Yes, 'twill fire the spirits and the spirits of my subject, the people of earth, and give my enemies pause. Thank you, Merlin. Your counsel is wise as ever. Wiser. And look, even when they're passed out, they're not, beating each other.
That's funny.
Attention, so basically announced that he's going to do the wedding. And of course, oh dear.
Huh.
But then where's Tristan? Well, Morgan's making her an offer.
No.
I can give you your heart's desire. My magic can make you a man again if you betray the table round.
Exactly. Gonna make an offer that he just cannot turn down.
She.
Yeah.
She.
Well, he wants to be a he again.
Again.
That's why he is doing this.
How this again? Now, granted, it might come up a little hokey compared to a current handling of trans characters, but for back then, this was still groundbreaking.
It's
Yeah.
still
Again,
a representation.
Right.
I mean, does it hold up as proper writing? No, let's be honest. No,
Right.
it's completely.
It's
But for
trash.
its day, it's a great allegory of how to handle it.
Right. It was inclusive, at least. I'll give him that much.
Yeah.
It
Why
wasn't
should I
like
believe
super
you?
offensive or anything like that. So there's a win. There is
Yep.
still a win to be had.
Yep, I have lied before, Lady Tristan, when it suited my purpose. But as one woman to another, little sister, I swear Morgan the Face speaks the truth. My name is Sir Tristan Sorceress, and I am no one's sister. Your body belly is at my lady, which is why I've come. Betray the table round for me, and I will give you your heart's desire. I'll correct the mistake nature made in your reincarnation. My magics will make you a man again. A
It wasn't a
man?
mistake that was made, though. That's what they're not getting. It was done purposefully.
It was karma. It was karma.
He earned that. Exactly. It was a karmic
And of course-
reward. He earned it.
And it brings up Lady and Isolde.
Isolde.
Right?
Tristan and Isolde.
And Isolde.
Yep. And to find like, damn you, Morgan. If you weren't hiding behind an enchanted mirror, I'd show you I remember. You misunderstand, pretty one. And to prove that, I'll convince you I speak the truth. What are you doing, Morgan? Turns them back to normal. I speak the truth, sir, occasionally, Sir Tristan. This is wonderful, Morgan. Don't thank me too quickly, my lord. For that and what the one hand gave, the other can take away. No, please, please. It will be my delight to transform you permanently, Tristan, if you betray the table around to me. I long to be free from this prison of flesh, Morgan, but I am a knight of the round table, and I cannot betray them. Ask anything else, Anne. There is nothing else I want, Tristan, but sleep well, for your knightly virtue is intact, and your maidenly virtue as well.
This bitch.
Again, see, now the writing's getting better, isn't it?
Exactly. No, they're right. Exactly.
This-
Funny.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, exactly. It's like,
Sorry. I don't like
"Ish,
Morgana
what
up
are you
in
doing
this.
over here?"
I know it's
Yep.
more, so.
Oh, that's
Uh,
good. Though.
But yeah, then we find out about again, just so many other things going on. But then it turns out the new assistant, Isolde.
Oh wow. Okay.
The
Well,
fuck is-
now Tristan has his chance.
But her, okay, stick to her. Never good. That doesn't get reversed.
Okay, that sucks.
No.
It's
It's not the
good
whole
and
point. The
bad.
whole point of the story, her character arc, is for her to accept it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's the whole point. It's not a matter of undoing it. It's a matter of embracing it.
Yeah, well, she's got to actually like deal with it also.
Well, yeah, well, and we'll get there, and we will get there. but yeah, of course they're getting ready for the wedding. But of course, I do like how they are playing how Lancelot is Arthur's closest friend, and it pains him for all this. So Gordon's saying, "You must marry Arthur, Lance. Will we let it happen again? If I marry Arthur, it will be impossible for us to see each other. Then it is as it should be. What? I thought you loved me. You can doubt that, Guinevere. You know I love you. I would still my heart so yours could beat again. I will give my breath so you could breathe again. Lance, I love you, Gwen, but Arthur needs you. You are part of what makes him king, and he must have your strength. And what about us? We have our memories.
Memories.
Yep, and us they are. It's making it clear that they are, my king. I swear to henceforth, no hand shall touch her. No hand, Lancelot. None save yours. You have my honor. Thank you, Lance. Thank you, Arthur. And but then of course the queen this won't wait, Tristan. In 48 hours, King Arthur and I are to be married. How does that concern me? I would like you to be my attendant, Tristan. Your maid of honor. I think not, Your Grace. I've had bad luck with weddings of late. Tristan, I am by no means certain that what I'm getting into, but for once, I don't want it to face alone. I won't ask you as a woman, but will you do it for your queen? I won't wear a dress. You won't have to.
That's great.
Are they gonna do a whole who is that? No, Thor. Not Thor.
Yeah, Thor Loki trick.
No, is it gonna be Norse like that?
All right, the switcheroo.
Why can't I think of his freaking name? It's not Thor that I'm thinking of.
It's Loki that does it.
It's Freya or something.
Dinner? Yeah.
When she.
No, it's Loki's magic, but it's for their sister. Freya.
Maybe it is Thor. No, he dresses as a woman.
Oh, that's right. He dresses as
So now basically because she's
magic.
because she's also commander action, and the president trusts her that they're able to she's able to convince him saying Arthur's going to go take it to the alien. Yes, I'm going to marry him. So which then the president contacts Jordan or Matthews, trying to get him to agree to it. But of course, it's showing his side of things. We'll get rid of him, but not one moment before. Do you read me, Matthew? So basically, still saying once the aliens are gone, then they'll take out Arthur, not before. So yeah, the wedding goes by.
Oh wow. I do like some of these panels, how he brings the background into the foreground or brings all these other things into the picture that you wouldn't otherwise see. I do like that.
No, it's
nice. She got sniped.
Oh, damn.
There, brothers. There. How terrible. Yes, the full myth. I'm sorry, sir. She's dead. No. You. And has anyone come this way? No, sir. Maybe he's hiding in the office. Perhaps. Oh, nope. It's one of the other aliens.
Uh-oh. One of these other aliens.
That's crazy.
Yep. And for a moment, like he said, take my breath and make it hers. Still my heart, but quicken hers. Oh. And then for a moment, somehow it's able to bring her back, but Lance is still fine. And it turns out Morgan has her soul and sends it back into her. Percival.
Oh, okay. How the hell did that happen?
Yep. And it turns out it's that Neo man. It's her ex.
Wow.
Up and
what the hell?
Yeah, well, it's more of a mutated Neo man. But thanks to Tom, boom.
That's crazy.
And that's when Isolde shows up, and it's like, don't you know me, Tristan? It's me. It's Isolde. So this makes it even. And sure enough,
Wow. Okay.
Sire, at ease, my knights. For your queen and I have to thank you for suffering your injuries in our services. not to aggravate them. You look well, Kay. Is there anything you want? Actually, there is, artist. I could, and when I had encountered on this damn burn solve itching so much, and oh, thank you, artist. That's heaven.
That's funny.
Who's winning, Gawain? Gallas, sir, but he cheats. I do not.
He's actually scratching his back.
I know.
I love that shit.
They have no idea where Tristan is, and they're working on everything. Everything seems to be going fine, but of course, Milo. He's touching her hand and passing a note.
Here we go.
Oh. Of course, Tristan, we've talked all night. I know. And you've still not convinced me that you're my eyesore reincarnated. I don't believe you. I cannot believe you. My words may not convince you, but look into my eyes. Look into me, not just at me. And you'll know I'm the woman you once loved and could love again. No! I want to, and I hate myself for it. Was I so evil in my first life? What did I do to deserve this? Tristan, I said no, I thought. I love you, and I will love you. But not like this. Tristan, you've never appreciated what is yours. You've always wanted more. In our last life, our love was forbidden, for I was betrothed to another. But in this life, I am Clara Lachlan, free to follow the dictates of my heart. Only your refusal keeps us apart. I pray we'll not be kept apart until it's too late. Oh dear, as he's then, flying off, she flies off. Oh. And then Tom over here about like what she's saying. Sounds like Gordon or attention all my knights. You were reported immediately to embarkation dock number 1. And oh dear, like, are you okay? You were gone for what makes it any business of yours? Look, I know what you want. You want me to put colors on this face and dress on this form. You want me to accept this by and let you touch me. I won't. Jeez. Oh, jeez. Like, do you read me, Captain Sherman? Loud and clear, sir. Good. You're able to take a full company of men and ships and blow. No, he's not. Morgan, do you know what you've just done? Of course. I stopped you from making your final mistake. Mistake? Destroying our enemies is a mistake? The way you do it is, and you do it, yes. Your assault on New Camelot failed, as did your clumsy assassination attempt at the wedding. I know you have some sort of plan, Morgan, but we can't let Arthur and his knights run around unmolested. Send some of those aliens if you feel you must, but no UN troops. Arthur's suspicious enough already. Be careful, Jordan. You won't want to displease me. Oh, and why not? Because my little pet was once a man before he displeased me. Oh, and they're going in for an attack on the new men's base. Oh.
I love this book, though.
Yeah, boom! As they save all the people. All right, lady, and Sir Tristan's former swine died in his assault on New Camelot. His body was turned over to the government, yet he returned to attack my queen at our wedding. I do not think this is coincidence. So that's the reason why they're doing it. Oh.
I love this.
Yeah, big attack with the aliens. Oh, look at that.
That's really good. I like that a lot.
Oh, what the? You know what? I know what you've decided, and I know what you did. When I was dead, your love brought me back to life. I can't forget that, or my love for you. But then,
oh, of course.
Have you nothing to say? No, Arthur. No, my king. I have. How could you do this to me, to the table round? How could you do this again? Throughout all time, men have longed for nothing so much as a second chance. You were given a chance, and you failed. Before I was bound by my own law to sentence Queen Guinevere to death. Now times have changed. All that remains is your betrayal of my pain. And for that betrayal, I do banish you from New Camelot! My king, be gone, Lancelot. and the rest of you, leave me. Arthur, what is it, Kay? There's a call from you from President Marksy. You attend to it, Kay. I'm very tired. But then Morgan makes another offer.
Oh, yeah, here it comes.
Yep.
The showstopper this time.
Yep. Why should I trust you? As proof of my goodwill, late little sister, this talisman is yours. The talisman which, when used as a conduit for my magic, will transform you into a man. A man. A man. This is the agreed price for your betrayal of the table round, Tristan. Do your part and I'll do mine. And if your manly self is as handsome as I remember, I may do more. Fair Isolate owns my heart, Morgan, and she deserves the man she loves. A man's voice, a man's stride, a man's form. Soon they'll be mine again. Percival overhears and then someone else overhears. Please, artist, you must eat. He's trying to help, but of course, like everyone I've ever loved has wounded me, Kay. Lance, Gwen, even my son Mordred. Everyone but you. Leave me now. Yes, Artress. Again, the two are, I love Gallant and Gawain to keep on competing against each other.
Right.
Galad keeps cheating.
or sincere, who knows?
All right.
But then Kay goes forth to Merlin. I want you to know you've done nothing to help Arthur. Hasn't he fought your battles for you? Didn't he free you from Nineveh's imprisonment beneath Stonehenge? This ailment is of the human heart and beyond my skill, for it is beyond my expertise. But he is your planet's only hope, so I will try. Now swiftly, my Judas Knight. Oh, Merlin. No! Oh, no, it's Nineveh!
Uh-oh.
Want your loving Merlin back forever. Arthur, I am powerless against her. I am betrayed by the only one I ever did love. Merlin! Uh-oh. Like, too late to escape, traitor? Sire, you don't understand. I understand. I don't understand. And Galahad, and Merlin is gone. And yes, father, betrayed, it seems, by one of us. That explains the sudden rescindment of our banishment from New Camelot and the escort sent to bring us here, I had hoped. You hoped in vain, woman. The strongest ally in my struggle has been taken from me. And I must know of certainty who the traitor is, for our enemy watches us even now. He's quite perceptive, isn't he? Occasionally. Sir Tristan stands accused of betraying the table round. Tristan, you didn't. For she was captured in Merlin's chamber with this talisman of Morgan the Faith in her possession. You have confessed as much, Tristan. Have you anything else to say? Yes, sire. I was going to betray the round table, and if my intentions are criminal, all of us are guilty of many evil deeds. But I did not, and may I be trapped in this body forever if I lie. Brave words, Sir Tristan, and there is a way to test your vow. For the sword Excalibur may cleave truth from falsehood, and it will slay anyone who lies while holding it. Take it, Tristan, and speak. I swear I did not betray Merlin. Well, sire, you have passed the test, my knight. But if Tristan is not guilty, another must bear that mantle. You may leave, Tom. I know you have not betrayed me. I like to stay, King Arthur, not only so the others know that, but because I want to know who did. Well spoken, lad. Your boon is granted. Sir Galahad, if I betrayed you, my lord, I would already be dead, by my own hand and my own shame. I am only guilty of one betrayal, my King Arthur, but not a second. Sir Lancelot speaks for me, my liege, as always. Approach, Sir Kay. Arthur, this is madness. You don't suspect me. Oh boy, the scan is rough. This is a bad scan image.
Of course.
Yeah, it's still a good image, though.
Arthur, I'm your brother. Take the sword, Kay. No, I won't touch it. Arthur, why, Kay? I saw Percival outside Tristan's room and wondered why. Then I overheard her talking to Morgan, arranging her betrayal. I called to Morgan in my mind, and she came. I asked for nothing, Arthur. I thought seeing Merlin's betrayal would shake you of your heartache, stir you to action. Arthur, I thought Merlin would be able to resist. I didn't think it would work. It matters not what your thoughts were, Kay. The penalty for betrayal is still death. Sir Arthur, no. No, my king. No, my king. He erred, true, but he did what he thought was right for the table round. Such actions can never be wrong. You may believe so, Sir Lancelot, but I am the king, and I must obey not my beliefs, but the law. He is my brother, yet he will die. Are the troops in place? Yes, and see that we're not disturbed. No calls, Miss Reynolds? Not even your assistant, Miss Lachlan, sir. No calls? Yes, Mr. Matthew. It's not my day. First, Tristan refuses my call, and now I can't get in to see my boss. I wonder what he's doing in there. Oh boy, he's ready to he's ready to smite down Kay. They get attacked.
Oh shit.
Oh boy, big fight and everything. And if you notice, Percival has not been able to speak at all.
Exactly. He has not said anything.
Because he can't.
Yeah.
Really? Okay.
But yeah, they keep on fighting, and then Kay takes the hit.
Oh shoot.
Damn.
That is a
That
very
is
large
crazy,
hit.
though. He actually jumps
Kay
in
is
front.
dead, Arthur. He has paid the price for his betrayal. And more. I'll mourn my brother at the proper time. To the fire! But first we must tend to the living. Be still. No, I don't matter, but the world needs you. Keep fighting. We must get him the finest physicians, Lancey. I know his symptoms, my king. There's no cure for this radiation sickness. No, we're enough for this boy. I would still sleep and Glastonbury tore. I owe him my life. Only a miracle can save him, Arthur. Then by Excalibur we shall have a miracle, Lancelot. We shall find the Holy Grail. What?
What the?
Be gone!
What the Holy Grail is gonna do here? But okay.
Well, it's the healing powers.
Still though.
But didn't you realize that she could use the Holy Grail to heal her condition? I like it. He's like, don't look, don't look.
All right. He's like, you don't want to see this.
Yep. And yeah, then he makes Thomas a knight of the Round Table. And like Morgan thinks she can renege on our agreement. Somewhere she's laughing at the predicament of her poor little sister. But I've got the talisman again. I'll get and find her. Make her give me my manhood. Then wring the life from the witch with my own male hand. He is the first of us to fall, Lancelot. How many will follow? Only God knows, my king. Or perhaps Excalibur can divine that fact. Could you ask? Excalibur is the mightiest hand weapon of all time, Lance. But only that it can no more cleave truth from falsehood than a stick up or a spoon. But poor Kay did not know that. He lied, in other words.
Of course he did.
That's good.
Sometimes that's what you got to do to see the truth.
That's good.
That's such a good move.
Yep. Lancelot. Sir Lancelot, I'm sorry, my king. I had hoped to remain awake until Percival emerged from the chapel. He has cloistered himself in there all this time. Yes, my king. Praying continually since you announced we would begin the quest for the Holy Grail. Oh, do not waste time and sorrow for yourself, Sir Lancelot. Rather concern yourself for the plight of our newest knight who lies dying. And even, you feel he's dying, we get a summary about the Holy Grail and everything.
Nice.
Oh, Percival gets a vision. So yeah, they have to, but first the precaution. Merlin's last cry to me before he was stolen from our midst was the talisman. I reason that this can mean only these talismen. And though I know not what effect they will have, I know that Merlin's counsel has always been wise. What? Damn that sorcerer! Even in prison he thwarts me! Morgan, what's happened? Arthur's found a way to stop my mystic eavesdropping, Jordan. I'll need your help to keep track of him. And you'll have it, Morgan, for a price. A price? You said you tell me my part. So we basically find out he is Mordred!
Oh, shit.
And now, we don't know if it's going with the lore or if Morgan is lying, claiming that Arthur is ready to drown him.
What? Okay, yeah. Well, I don't know enough about the lore.
I was just...
Oh, jeez, look at him. Look at his upset face.
It kind of
It's a
doesn't
really
look like an upset face to me.
Yeah.
Oh, but look at trying to console him in case he dies. I know why you want me to come with you, Tom. And if I thought of myself as a woman, I'd be flattered. Good luck.
Good luck.
So hey, he's at least giving him some sympathy.
Yeah, but still.
Yeah, but yeah, like, farewell, my son. Now, he's saying my son in the figurative sense. Yeah, and this crown exacts a high price on those I love, on those whom I have called my sons. Again, he's saying that figuratively.
Yeah. Well,
Oh, but yeah, this is where then we must get there. We must find Morgan Le Fay. Only her spell can free the sorceries in his talisman, so that I may shed this weak woman's skin, because the man I once was, the man my Isol deserves. And it turns out the Grail is not far from where it all started.
Stonehenge.
No.
No.
Library
my
tour.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, they're finding their way there. Trying to get there. I welcome you in the name of the Lord, especially you, Sir Percival. You who are my beloved nephew, in whom I am well pleased. So yeah, for over 2,000 years, young woman, that's how long I've been guardian of the Grail. Your tone makes it sound like a curse. So, but yeah, he's showing it all and everything, and then there's the Grail. It's the cross, and it's in the box.
Yeah,
it opens into a cross that then opens because he realized like the crucifix, Percival. Choose the crucifix. You have chosen wisely, Percival.
It's a
For our
collapsible
Lord is
cup.
no longer on the cross. You left it behind as he left death behind. The cross then turns into the Grail, and they use it to heal Thomas. And Percival is returned.
Wow.
But please don't try to touch me. But I want to thank you for fighting for me, because then he sacrificed himself.
Damn.
Yeah.
Wow, that's
It was a sacrifice. His life for his.
He was going to sacrifice like that. That's pretty sick.
Yep.
I like that panel.
So basically, yeah, the Grail requires a sacrifice for life. But they eventually and the bad guys steal the Grail. And now, with it, Mordred is now saying, like, as you once remarked to me, my dear aunt, in my own good time, the Grail is mine now. And now, any orders will be given by mine as well. In other words, now he's the top dog. It's like, you done fucked up making him remember, Morgan.
That's funny.
Yeah, now you really fucked up.
Yep, because now, and wait till you see what he does with the Grail. Now, I don't get what he does, how he does it, but he somehow does it. Yeah, we see the president there. Now, he's been carrying these pistols around. It turns out he's good with the pistols. Now, there's his assistant killed. So many other world leaders are killed off.
Damn.
But look, he makes the Grail into an armor.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah, my guess is it was mixed in with some other metals.
Of course. Had to.
But yeah,
I don't know. It was a collapsible cup. No,
True.
seriously.
I get that.
You know,
True.
so if it could take more than one form, I could see.
Well, look at
that.
it. He gets shot right through the head, but it heals him.
That's crazy that it actually goes through his head, even with the armor, and it heals him.
He
Yep.
just looks like a rooster.
But yeah, now they realize they have to go in there and fight. Oh, look. Uses her feminine. Distract. Sire, I won't do that. That is my command, Tristan. Very well, sire, if it is your command. Excuse me, but can we talk? Like, what's on your mind, Missy? My fire conked out of the road, and I knew it. They're over here. What? Ah! Like, you let yourself be beaten by a woman? You don't deserve to be a man. But I do. And soon sire, the guard has been disposed of as you command. So I see. And a good job it was, Sir Tristan. But any of us could have taken him. Why choose me? And why that way? I know you retrieved the talisman given to you by my sister, and I deemed it necessary to test your loyalty in the most repugnant way possible by forcing you to act like a woman. I'm sorry I caused you doubt, my liege. It is only your sister's sorcery that holds my interest, not her cause. I intend to force her to restore my manhood, and then I'll kill her. Good fortune, Sir Tristan, but we have much to do before you realize your goal. And look, he just slices through the door.
That's pretty sick.
Galahad, is this your rocket? Yes, King Arthur. Now I see, and now to see if our troubles have been in vain. Uh-oh. But with no power to fire this vehicle, we are the ones who shall soon die. Uh-oh. So they use the sword to somehow power it up.
What?
That's
Okay,
funny.
they're doing a whole lot of extra stuff right now.
Yep.
Yeah.
And now they end up going to the 10th planet, right? To utilize all the forces there.
Right.
And yep, and then they turn out that's also where Nebene has been.
That's where she's hiding out too, huh?
With Merlin. But yeah, they have to go there for the meet up with the Lady of the Lake. I will always hear you, Lancelot, for I will always love you. When I return Excalibur to King Arthur, I prayed you would come to see me. Lancelot, who is this woman? In his first life, I loved him, my lady, and because he loved only you, I wept and wished to die. The sorcerer Merlin heard my cries, and because he would not dry my tears, he gave me their aspect, their form. And since that day, I have known a form of peace. More, I think, than you have known, Lancelot. And if so, I am happy for you, Elaine, and I desire a boon. Arthur has journeyed to the farthest planet of the sun. Can you take us there? If it is water, Lancelot, it is my home. Look out! And they go there, and they end up right coming through. And they catch up there with them. Come, my knights, let us see what danger the strange new world by Jesus. What up, ya?
That's too funny.
I beat you here.
I freaking love it.
Oh my god.
Listen, I love Lancelot. I
He's
just
too
gotta
funny,
say,
though.
Lancelot and Guinevere and Tom, that's my team right there.
That's your team.
Yeah, screw Arthur. I don't
I
like
like
him.
it.
He's a douche.
Yeah, he found the Grail, my king, and is at peace, more so than I. Then where is the Grail, Lancelot? It could prove, my lord, unless I'm sorely amiss, Sir Lancelot, we have found the stronghold of our enemy, my half-sister. We have found Castle Lefay. We're almost done.
That's pretty crazy, though.
Woo!
That's cool.
King Arthur murder. So they basically framed him.
Damn.
And now that's guy one's family, remember?
Oh.
Yeah. Is that Rick James? She really just asked.
Wait, what? What'd she ask? I missed it. What?
She asked if that was Rick James. It's supposed to be Rick James.
It's
right there.
his wife.
Oh my goodness.
His old, oh my god.
That was
Sorry.
a good one.
Oh. Of course, Isolde refuses to accept any of this and storms out. The seal of Morgan and Fay. Massey's played us all for fools. Get me Jenna Herrick and basically calls for them, trying to do anything that she can to help. We find out then also World War III, billions were slain during that. Yeah.
Get through in tears. That's cool.
That is pretty crazy.
A message from Earth. And that's what King Arthur saw. Good of her to confirm his suspicion. Matthew's ally was Morgan Le Fay. But like, huh? My love to Tristan. I saw it. Oh! Damn you, Tom!
Of course they had to throw that in there.
Uh,
Of course.
What the hell, Tom? What the hell?
You knew it was coming. Come on.
huh.
Come on. You knew they were going to throw it in there just to be divisive and throw it in
Yep.
there.
Uh-oh.
That's all it
Aliens!
And there's the other thing you throw in there to be divisive. Aliens!
Oh, and it's their queen who based the mother of their alien. She welcomes them. Turns out only the women can understand her.
What?
And basically, she wants them to get rid of Morgan so they can finally live on in peace.
That's funny. They're like, get
funny.
this bitch out of here.
Get her out of here because she's destroying.
Oh,
everything.
geez, look at Nebene. Look at her.
She's a Levi.
She's a Levi.
Oh my
She
gosh,
looks
supernatural.
Just like the Leviathans from Supernatural.
Right.
But and no, Lance, you're obsessed with the Grail, and I will not allow you to endanger our cause. I'm sorry, Lance. Do you understand? I understand, Arthur, but you don't. We've no more time to waste. Oh, so they're trying to get on in there. Lancelot took my place in the castle infiltration. His argument was most convincing. Ha! Basically, Lancelot's trying to do it, so he's hoping to sacrifice his life for Arthur and Guinevere. Yep. At last, you supervise our guard. I'll prepare our internal defense. So yeah, she starts summoning all of these, and then Matthew, there's no end to your resourcefulness in this, or your evil. It is not enough for you to merely steal the Holy Grail. You further defy it by refusing it with a suit of armor. Does your blasphemy know no bounds, Matthew? You might as well call me by my true name, Sir Mordred. Of course. Your father killed you in your last life, and in this life, I'll save him the trouble. You're my superior in swordplay, Sir Lancelot. Yeah, he cut him, but with the Grail's armor, it doesn't matter. All your skill, all your fable righteousness, strength is for naught. And he stabs him.
So is he gonna unalive himself, or?
Oh, and once again, the X is back again.
Of course.
He just won't die.
He just won't die. Kill him harder.
It's because of Morgan's magic this time.
Yeah.
Oh, look. Okay. Long live the king. So, yeah, they're all fighting through. Oh, and using the talisman. Uses the talisman instead because it's his magic. Morgan's magic. It ends up blowing him up.
Huh.
He's like a blob creature, and then he has to get blown up on top of it.
No, there are only two things that could free me from this body. And with the talisman's gone, only death remains. Don't do it. You want to live? I know you do. Not like this. I'm a man and to be trapped like this, that's crap, Tristan. In your last life, you were a man, but you're a woman. A woman, Tristan. No, you're a woman. And like it or not, you're going to stay one. You could like it, Tristan. I know you could. I don't know, Tom. Perhaps everything all right? Who? Tom, are you? Your timing bites, Gawain. Cock block!
Basically, it was more of a intense, emotional thing going on.
Yep. But yeah, they're just making their way through all this stuff, and but Gawain is going to sacrifice. Not Gawain. Galahad is going to sacrifices his life because the only way to do it was to blow him up.
Yeah.
So he had to get in close to do it. You couldn't just blow him up.
Yep. Oh, villain! Try your prowess against the foe able to battle. Come ahead, father. 'Tis fitting you would be here too, Mordred. I do sorely regret what I must do, but liar! You wanted me dead. You always did. You would not believe me if I told you differently, Mordred. So I will not. By Jesus! Actually, yes, this armor's made from the Holy Grail, Father. It cures all my wounds, but not yours. You again? Oh, but then Lancelot points out, Arthur, Merlin is the son of the devil. The Grail was touched by our Lord. If the two met, I follow your thoughts, Sir Lancelot. Let's us see the result. Tosses Mordred at Merlin. Boom!
Oh.
That's
okay
cool.
then.
Well, you have the end of the devil and God
just smashing into each other.
And he then kills Nibene by making her tongue strangle herself.
Oh, damn.
And finally, he accelerates Morgan's the punishment.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like the Grail, it can save me. And boom! No,
you're not getting any of that. That's gonna.
Oh, they start fighting off all of her demons, but then she's still not dead. My knight, I do believe our struggle is at last over. It's over. Now I can finally return to my family. We can go home, Tristan. Pick up our lives again. I can't. If you want to. Not over yet, brother. Not while I live. Not while all my magics are mine. To summon all my loyal servants all the way from home. Merlin, can you defeat them? I'm too weak for a spell of that magnitude. I'm able to transport us away. And no, I will see this ended and prepare yourself and my knights for transit. I will tend to Morgan myself. As he transports and removing your knights won't stop me, Arthur. I'll find them. No, Morgan. You began this war, but Excalibur and I shall end it. What are you? In years agone, I did take Excalibur from a stone. And he cuts an atom!
Oh, damn. And makes an atom bomb, basically.
That's crazy.
That's
and
insane.
there goes the Grail, too.
Damn. That's actually a pretty insane way to finish that. Like, to finish her off, at least. Like,
we
use a tale that, like, they have definitely said that before, that is powerful enough to split an atom.
And they make a little!
Make a bomb. Like, come on.
Yep, we think of them as dead, our friends and son, and being mortal, we must. But if this experience has taught us anything, it's that on this planet or another, this life is not the end. Wise words for a change. Merlin, what do you want? To tell you farewell for now. Where are you going? Earth needs your help to repair. I am gone to plan and ponder until the cycle begins anew. So, yep, he meets up with his family. We see Tom is reading through the Le Morte de Arsa. But he meets up with Tristan. Can I talk to you here in my room? And he's to say, yes, she's embraced the femininity, but it's also shown Isolde.
Oh, wow.
But like, I hope you'll be happy, Tristan. Goodbye, Amber. So, in other words, he would never accept that it's still, Tristan.
Right, that it is still him.
But eventually, yep, they accept each other.
That's cool. They actually just accept each other, woman to woman, instead of worrying
about unsure of this.
Because it's still Tristan, it's still Isolde. She doesn't care what body Tristan is in.
But
no, I get that. I understand that. No, I just think the femininity didn't have to happen. She didn't have to accept her, like, put a dress on. It
I think it's more of a symbolic gesture in that by doing that, it's accepting it. If he kept dressing up like a man, it's almost like denying it still. So I think eventually she would find a balance afterwards. This was just meant to be a symbolic gesture.
I get that.
Yeah.
A balance is, I just.
Now we also find out Guinevere is pregnant, but she hopes it's Arthur, so that way they can carry on. But then we find out
it is.
Right.
Meanwhile, back on the another planet, somehow and we don't know if there's any of his way in the future or whatnot, but some alien grabs the sword and has the abilities of Arthur. And the road goes ever on.
I like that.
So how was it?
It's a good way to continue the story, though, actually. Like, if you really wanted to, you could continue.
It's almost like Thor's hammer!
That. Right, exactly. You could pursue a continuation or, like, a reboot to it.
But so what'd you two think?
I liked it a lot. I think that it did need some work. Like, it was not one of my favorites, but I did like it.
Yeah, I think it's not perfect or anything, and the writing could be...
Right.
But it
for the 80s.
It holds up. So I think it's my favorite so far.
Oh, really?
I love it. Yeah, I'm like 2 inches from the screen. I've been like so engulfed the whole time. I hate Arthur. I thought he was a douche.
He was still a good man though. In the end, you just realized that the whole.
He treated everybody like pets.
Right.
Like that's how I felt.
That's exactly what Merlin kept calling it.
I know,
Right.
and he did though.
He just got there a little bit late. Like, he did get there though. It's not like he just stayed a complete douche. Like, yeah, he was not the best character, but He's not meant to be. He's meant to be the best king.
It's just my opinion. I can
I
have
know.
my
I'm just saying, he definitely made mistakes, and that's what got them in the position they were in to begin with. So it's like,
but let's be honest, though, Lancelot wasn't a saint either, though.
No,
No,
none
he
of them were
wasn't.
perfect men, and none of them were meant to be.
It's just Arthur came off pretentious in my eyes, and if there's one thing I hate, it's entitlement.
Now, I would say the Tristan arc was the best one.
I loved Tristan, 100%.
Because you felt so bad for her.
It was genuinely like when I didn't like that Arthur made her like put the dress on and everything, and then was like, that was me testing you. It's but you already tested Tristan. Like, you already tested everybody, and it worked. So, like,
but in a way, I think that helped Tristan embrace it, though.
Right.
But he was doing it for himself, not for Tristan. If he was like, I want you to,
to test your loyalty.
To figure yourself out, not even just to test your loyalty to me, but to figure your own stuff out.
I really liked this book.
Yeah. What did you think about Morgan?
I thought that was pretty crazy, the way that she was, the way that she handled the situation, was able to get in again and ruin things again because he can't keep it in his pants. It was again.
I said Morgan, not
I know, but that's what I'm saying, though. She wouldn't have been able to set him up if he didn't, if both of them, honestly, Lancelot and Arthur. If both of them would have figured out how to keep it in their damn.
Hey, Guinevere's just as much at fault too.
Oh, of course. I agree with that 100%.
I agree.
Because I thought Guinevere was the worst out of the three.
Yeah, I thought she was one of the worst characters.
Like, she can't make up her mind. She can't make up her mind.
Right, and
I didn't love her
and
either.
him get the whole place doomed because of it.
No, listen, no. Lancelot actually, towards the middle of the story, was like talking to King Arthur and was like, I'll never touch her again. And then when he was like, if you get married, Lancelot was on the side of this. But then
she's the one who stripped in front of him. She's the one who stripped him.
Yeah, she's I'm not a fan of her either. Her or Arthur, I don't love. I like
they were made for each other, in other words.
Yeah, basically.
They were,
Both did dumb stuff. They were both kind of scummy.
Yeah, why didn't have Lancelot go with the Lady of the Lake? She's better for him.
It seems that way. I totally agree. Like, I like the Lady of the Lake. She just let her emotions take her away. Right. I wish her story was a little bit
Merlin
more.
was interesting, but underutilized.
For sure. That's kind of where I sat with it. I was kind of wondering where Merlin was for most of that story.
And you remember we got captured.
Exactly. But still, though, there was a whole section that they could have used him more effectively. That's Merlin and his magic. You don't have to make him so OP that he's only there to destroy everything at the very end.
I liked Tom until the last issue when he burnt that message. Then I'm like, okay, you just went to stalker territory there. You just went from a guy who was just puppy dogging to stalk creeper-ish.
Yeah, you definitely went creeper.
But the thing is like burning a note because you're in so much love with somebody most likely has happened a million times over.
I get that. But then
it's relatable. Like, I don't agree with it. I think it's gross, but like, it's like, Isolde more like, she played into the trying to get, on more, she was more on Morgan's end.
Right. Now, I think it's a case though where Tom was trying to help her, but he had ulterior motives that was it tainted so much where you're like, he's doing that just so he can get with her. I'm sorry.
Yes.
But it wasn't solidified until he burnt the message. That's when I'm like, you son of a bitch.
It wasn't a great move. It definitely wasn't.
I mean, up until that moment, I thought he wanted both to help her and to be with her. But then when that happened, you realize, nope, he's helping her just to be with her. Two different things. Two very different things. There's either helping and doing it together, or you're helping it to get it.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And when he burned that message, you realize he was helping her to get with her.
Of course. Like,
Which that tainted Tom for me there. I mean, again, it helps with Tristan's character arc. It does.
Yeah, but it's also an assumption that he's going to be able to get with her and stay with her and all that crap.
It's like he's still deep down. When you really think about it, technically, Tristan and Isolde, it's still mentally a straight relationship. Mentally.
Right. I think, taking that out of the equation, I just think she should have, Isolde should have been brought in later in the story. I think she was
overutilized. The only reason why I think the only reason why it was the best point to do it, because after that point things got too hectic for Morgan to do it. And it was also to get Tristan in that bad mind spot.
I get that. I just think that you could have gotten it there with just using Tom. Honestly.
True. So what did you think about the artwork throughout all of this? Was Boland's incredible?
I think he has, just seeing some of this stuff and not really, knowing a lot of comics and artists and stuff, you can tell his art has influenced a lot just in these days. Because, a lot of the things I've seen are things that I've seen in other media. So it just really seems like he is an influential artist, 100%.
I will say this, though. You know what I just read the one night that did the least? Gawain!
Oh, yeah.
He did. What did he do? He was just there saying, I want to go back to my family. I want to go back to my family.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm going to compete with Galahad. Galahad.
Yeah, he was just there to compete.
Yeah.
I felt like they just did it so they could have sex.
He was a comedic relief character.
Yeah, and even Galahad felt like they didn't do much after the beginning. They didn't do much with him and Lancelot being father and son.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
they definitely didn't want to touch certain aspects of the Arthur lore.
I think my guess is Barr probably realized there was too much gold mine with the Tristan stuff that he kept going with it. I think that's probably why. He probably realized there was too much gold in them Dar Hill for writing.
Well, I wonder how comics are edited and stuff like that, because there could have been more that was cut.
I felt bad for Kay. I felt so bad.
Kay kind of got screwed.
But you feel bad because you realize, he betrayed him. He did with the best of intentions. He honestly thought Merlin would be able to fight it off, and he was just doing it hoping to snap Arthur out of it.
Right.
Yeah, but Kay was having that Loki-ness to me, where even though he put
it though, he did it for a reason, which is basically have them hate me. It'll cause them to unite.
But he also said, "I didn't know it would happen." So that is a trick. It's a trickster thing, where you can be it could be this and it could be that. True. I don't know. He gave me that vibe.
Yep. Like I said, the highlight for me is Tristan's arc is the best arc throughout all of this.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And again,
I liked it a lot.
You couldn't have done this back then if they had the comics code. And isn't it funny? This is something they would have called woke. Let's be honest. This is something the fact that she then sticks with being a woman. Woke. Why didn't they go back to being a man?
Exactly. You had the opportunity, had a way. Why did they have to keep her as a woman?
Children.
And now she's being a lesbian. And now it's a lesbian. When again, it's physically a lesbian, but mentally hetero.
Exactly. Mentally, it's still a male and female.
I mean,
it doesn't really matter anyway, but it's still
it's their story. Right. They're always going to be together because that is a story that people like, Tristan and Isolde.
Right.
And it doesn't have to have all of that around it. I do love Tristan's story. Lancelot was definitely one of my favorite characters too.
Yeah, it was a tragedy. It was a tragedy.
I love him so much. But
and Percival, poor Percival.
He got the shit end of the stick now. He really did get.
But the story handled it well. The spoiler handled it well without him talking.
Yeah.
Yeah. They did do a really good job, factoring him in without really going too heavy.
Talk.
Exactly, and they didn't really need to go too heavy on his presence either. They just did enough. But
I'll say this: I did not care for Arthur the character, but he was the best design out of all the characters. Let's be honest.
Yeah, he looked the best.
I'll be honest. This is one of my favorite King Arthur designs. He looks perfect. He looks like a king.
Yeah, I can go with that.
I actually think Morgan's design is probably my favorite. Morgan's
design was incredible.
For sure.
Oh, and Lancelot's there's a lot of good designs.
Yeah, I like their faces.
Like you were saying,
I didn't like Guinevere's. Yes, I love that. That's one of my favorites. I didn't like Guinevere.
You like Guinevere's hair with the outfit, but that was
I loved that. That was a really cool perspective thing, though. Like, he's just a great artist. I saw some really amazing things in there, and I just loved it.
Oh, again, that moment when Morgan turned Tristan back into a man for that moment. You can definitely tell there was also, and you realize the hair is designed to look like when she cut it and everything, it was designed to look like her old hair.
Yeah.
Right.
Who's John Jameson, whatever, in the Spider-Man movies?
J.K. Simmons,
Man, right?
Wait. Oh yeah, Omni-Man. Yes,
he's Omni-Man. Yes. So Tristan's male form to me looks like a young Simmons.
J.K. Simmons. He does.
With the hair and everything and the mustache, and that's all I could see. I was like, oh my god, I know that guy.
So what did you think about Morgan's backstory for how she did it? How she conquered Planet 10?
Yeah, that whole thing was pretty insane.
She's a lot.
She conquered a whole damn planet.
Miss Independent over here.
Yeah, doing all the extra.
No, I loved the book as a whole. Like, it's not perfect. If it was written today, it'd be a little bit different. But
but for back then, I want to be honest. Yeah, and again, but like I said, I would look at this and be like, it's not political, but the fact that you had a writer doing stuff that would be considered woke today tells you, even back then, they didn't do it because they were restrained.
There was a little bit of political.
Oh, a little, but not as
very
much.
Little. No, not as much as, you know.
It was more the politics of, well, it's the natural product you get from having the world.
Yeah. Involved. And I'm not a Camelot person. I don't think I've ever read much lore on Knights of the Round Table at all. Or its origins. I didn't even know it was Welsh in origin. But
well, I had to Camelot. It's only a model.
I
had to do that once during this stream. Like, it's only a model.
I really, this is probably one of my favorite books.
So 1 to 10, what would you guys give this?
I mean, I'm at like 6.5.
I'm at an 11.
I give it an 8. I give it an 8.
He's 6.5. I like it beyond measure.
I do think it's really good. I just think it could have been better at certain parts. I'll say that.
I agree.
Yeah, but for the first maxi series, I couldn't think of anything better.
It's great. Yeah. It's really good. I loved everything. I like it collectively. It was just amazing.
Yep. So yeah, that was Camelot 3000. Thank you everyone for tuning in. Thank you guys for joining me. We'll see you guys on the next one.
Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you for having us.